Elitsa has been looking at how the papers are covering it.
Yes, Stuart, and as you can imagine, it's a cover story for many international newspapers as well. Let's take a look at British, the Daily Mirror here, that calls the speech, quote, deranged. It summarizes the speech that was 56 minutes long. It talked about climate, migrants, Gaza, but also escalators, marble floors, and teleprompters, and may I add, chaos. Then we have a French left-wing Libération here with a very opinionated headline that says, quote, Trump is pissing off the world, and the paper calls the speech staggering, violent, and incoherent. Moving then to Spanish daily El País that estimates that Trump's aim is to blow up the rules of the international game, and Germany's Die Zeit agrees with that. The magazine says that Trump's accusations are becoming, quote, crazier every minute.
On the sidelines of the assembly, Trump also said that NATO countries should shoot down Russian aircraft violating their airspace.
That's right, Stuart. And in the case of Denmark, authorities there have not identified the drones, the drone incursion earlier this week. But local press is writing about it, of course. And here, a Danish paper, Politiken, reports that the country has warned of the risk of hybrid attacks from Russia. And the paper then asks, is Denmark sufficiently prepared for war? And then an analysis in another Danish paper, Borsen, says that due to Denmark's unconditional and total support for Ukraine, Denmark is an obvious target for Russia's hybrid warfare.
Some religious news for us now. In Syria, Christian villages are reopening their churches.
Yeah, that's right. And that's happening in northwestern Syria, La Croix reports, where Christian villages are being revived 10 months after the end of the Assad regime. And people there can now live without the fear of persecution. And the article reminds that during Syria's war, half of the country's Christians, or around 700,000 people, have been forced to flee. And in another Christian news, the Wall Street Journal here reports that there are fewer priests every year and the Catholic Church is struggling. The paper says that young men fear celibacy and they are paralyzed by the endless options offered to them today, and that makes committing to the job of priest even harder. And finally, a final religious article from the Washington Post talking about TikTokers who believe that the world was supposed to end yesterday or still today. The Washington Post is a bit skeptical. It says, if you're reading this, the rapture probably didn't happen. So it's talking about this TikTok trend that's called Rapture talk. And a rapture is a prophecy that some Christians believe in that says that some of the chosen believers will go to heaven right before the apocalypse comes. So let's take a look of one Rapture TikToker. Let's see what she has to say here.
And you guys already know, I truly believe with all my heart we will be raptured during Feast of Trumpets this year. If there is some chance that we don't get raptured.
So many Rapture TikTokers are preparing for this end of the world, and The Guardian also reported that some of them have even sold their cars or requested eternity leave from their employer, Stuart.
Well, at the moment we're still going anyway, for now. Finally, the French press is reporting on the new French Mr. Universe contestant. Hopefully he'll get to the end of the competition, assuming we're all still here.
Yep, that's him. He's 29 years old. His name is Alexandre Jacquier, and the French daily Le Parisien describes him as unconventional, authentic, and original. And originally he's a farmer and he didn't really want to become a contestant at Mr. Universe, but he was posting some stuff on his Instagram, like him working at his farm, riding a horse, chopping wood, and he gathered quite a big of a fan base, Stuart. Especially some Americans really appreciated him, and people really hyped him up, told him he needs to basically submit his application, and he was selected, so he's going to be our French Mr. Universe.
Okay.
He's going to participate next year, end of next year, and unfortunately for some, he said that he will be shaving off his moustache.
Oh, okay. Did you like the moustache, Alitza? Are you swooning at the moustache there?
I am team moustache here.
Okay.
What about you?
He looks very handsome, very handsome chap. I'm sure he'll do well in the Mr. Universe contest. We can but hope. Alitza is going to go off and keep swooning on France 24.